Baby doll butterscotch biscuits, you are a chocolate dipped kiwi berry bite. I love and appreciate you. We're going to actually start by pumping the music because all my content is 100% relatable, valuable. I have been speaking of many stories involving the biggest cryptocurrencies. Maybe you've heard of them. Bitcoin and Ethereum and their communities. They go through the same problems and issues that other smaller communities go through. What we see in XRP, in PulseChain, Hex, PulseX, Real DeFi there, and Bug Eater DeFi, all these types of friction that appear, they are actually appearing in other chains too. It just depends how they are handled. That's what is the difference between a coin, a project that makes it to the top, and ones that fade away. This is fake DeFi Uniswap founder. He made a very lengthy forum post. I think it's very interesting for me to share this with you. It is word for word exactly what I've been talking about. He even asks a rhetorical question here. He says, is the goal of burning Ethereum to make the Ethereum holders rich or to make the system as secure as possible? I want you to remember, Bitcoin is meant to be pure money. It's meant to not change. No upgrades. 21 million coins. That's it. For as long as you live. We're going forever. We're done. That's Bitcoin. That's its target market. Ethereum wants to be credible, neutral money. It still upgrades. There are improvements. But it wants to do it in a credible and neutral way. Now, why do Bitcoiners say that Ethereum's going to zero? It's because they believe that when you keep upgrading things and making decisions, there is human influence. There is politics. There are people with straight backs and hunchbacks. They are influencing the decisions. There's opinions. That's not credible, neutral money. That's what Bitcoiners say. But Ethereum people say, no, we can upgrade it. It's a digital world. We want upgrade. There's a demand. Guess what? There's a demand for both sides. Bitcoin is the old guard. It's why it says it's gold 2.0. Gold doesn't change. It's inert. Ethereum is like, hey, man, we're the new cool kids. We want to move fast. We used to break things. We don't break things anymore. But money can be upgraded. We can do this. So there is a change in how we are thinking about it. And you don't even need to sit here and ask the question of, and it's a good question, well, who's going to win? You don't need to ask that question. Why? You're a baby doll baby cake, and I appreciate you. I can just show you the ETH-BTC ratio. The ETH-BTC ratio, you see, this has been going up over time. So Ethereum, yes, it's not going up in a straight line always, but the market is choosing this. Young people, we don't have the old memories about money being stable and all these great things. But we're also the poorest in society. So we want to change things. But there's a way they're trying to figure it out. Ethereum's trying to balance it out. Vitalik's trying to be like, well, you know, how many changes can we do? And we've got a lot of money to put on the line. And it doesn't really make sense for us to change every 5 seconds. You see what I mean? The changes get slower and slower over time. That's why you get your diminishing gains. It comes in hand. I want to know what you think. Doesn't even really matter. I mean, you're going to be like, I know what you're going to tell me. All right. Tell me which one is going to go up the hardest. I like it long and hard. Family-friendly show. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. We're shocking the algorithm today. All right? We're shocking it every day. The answer's clear. Over a long enough horizon, new people come in and they say, well, I want my money to do backflips. I want to do some stuff. Now you might say, well, I don't want to do that. No, let me introduce something to you. Don't you like Ethereum being burned? Yes, there you go. Do you like earning yield on Ethereum? Yes, there you go. That's it, friends. Ethereum burn, number go up. Ethereum yield, quantity go up. Also a number go up. You see that? Fantastic, isn't it? It is fantastic. Unless there's an issue, right? That's why I'm telling you, number go up always ultimately wins. But let's continue with some beautiful angel music, okay? Now, the Uniswap founder, Hayden, he is He's a poopy head. He's blocked me. He blocks half of crypto Twitter, by the way. And he is part of fake DeFi Uniswap now. Unfortunately, started off real DeFi. Great invention. Should win some prizes for that. Not anymore. He's talking about some thread here. He goes, look, we are starting to see tensions arise from competing Ethereum narratives and visions. Whoa, if only there was someone out here. Literally made a video this during the week. Ethereum is not what you think it is. You see this? I'm telling you right now. I am on the ball. Both feet. Got to be careful with this. Is the goal of burning Ethereum to make Ethereum holders rich or to make the system as secure as possible? Are we building ultrasound money? So that refers to Ethereum being really sound and valuable. And by the way, Bitcoin, if you, friends, if you are into like bondage and like getting hit, just go into a Bitcoin crowd and just say the words ultrasound money. They'll come at you. They'll tackle you. I'm not joking. That's the fastest way to get yourself kicked. Okay? It's like saying Zen in Hex community. It's like that. I'm not joking. It's kryptonite. So he's asking, are we building it? Or are we going to build a permissionless app platform? You see that? What does he mean by that? He means like, well, if we build ultrasound money, the number goes up. That's great. But if we're building a permissionless application platform, which is what Ethereum is, it has fake DeFi Uniswap when it was real DeFi. It has Aave on there. It has GMX. Even has Hex on there. What is it? You can't have your Ethereum money become $30,000 so that each transaction is like $1,500. That's not a real permissionless app platform, is it? So that's why he's saying, which one are you going to pick? You can't pick both. How do we decide on the roadmaps that favor one over the other? Friends, I'm going to tell you something right now, and I'm just going to... There are so many bizarre objects in the universe right now. One of these bizarre objects is this dude right here because Ethereum devs are pushing a Uniswap v4 favored upgrade very soon. He got to skip the queue. You see that? Look about, these people, they're a bit weird how they work. It's like, how do we decide on roadmaps that favor one or the other? Yeah, he got favored. You see that? There's something going on deep beneath the surface. He even asks, should MEV be captured by L1s, L2s, or applications? MEV, miner extracted value. These are scum, front-running, cockroach bots. Every bot, everything, all these coding stuff, they're all trash. They're all scum. They should be banned. We should find a way to get rid of them by using identity passports or whatever it is. Whatever it is we can do to get rid of them. We have to get rid of them. These are absolute filthy trash. Do you know what? You know how banks out there, JP Mosquito, you know how they just charge exorbitant fees, friends, because they're sitting in the middle and you have no choice? Yeah, that's what MEV does. MEV is like, imagine there's a mother and a daughter. They just bought some vegetables at the grocery store. They go to the front of the line and then someone comes up to them, puts a gun to their head and they say, hey, this is $30. You're going to have to pay me $30.30 though. And they say, no, it's only $30. No, it's not. Give me this fee. You're not getting these vegetables. I have to pay up the fee. That's what MEV does to everybody on the blockchain, every single block. So, but he's wondering, right? He's wondering, there's money there to be made because people are paying slippage. Should we give it to the L1 Ethereum? Should we give it to the L2s to make money? Should the applications be allowed to do it themselves? Who decides these? You see, it's really hard to go through this. That's why Bitcoin people say, well, this is just a ticking time bomb. You're going to go through issues. But let me tell you something, friends. I promise you one thing. Firstly, I'm going to be your friend until the end. And guess what? There is no end. All right? I promise you this. When the candles are green, everyone realizes, wow, we are solving all the issues. When the candles are red, it's, oh no, it's a politically influenced piece of trash Ponzi system, just like humans have been trying to avoid the whole time. When the candles are green again, oh my gosh, they're flippening because we're better money. We go red. Oh, no. He hunched his back. You see that? Candle green, good narrative. Candle red, bad narrative. You don't even need to know these narratives. It's an asset. It's growing. That's all you need to know. Aren't you glad you have a friend like me? There are going to be other YouTube channels out there who are trying to tell you right now and next year and the year after that. They're going to tell you, predict the next narrative. What's the next narrative? I think the next narrative is going to be X, Y, and B. These people, God bless their hearts. I know they're trying, but they're wrong. There is not a single freaking good trader or investor who says, wow, I wonder what the narrative is going to be in 3.5 years when my investment pays off. We speculate and we wonder, but we don't actually give it any time. That's it. Can you guess what's coming in the next 7 days? No, you can't. No one knows. Price moves first. Narrative follows after. I could make bad news appear for any coin. Name a coin. Real DeFi Hex, PulseChain, PulseX. Yeah, okay. How about I liquidate and take 50% of the USD in the liquidity pool instantly? What if I take it? I'll make a bad narrative. That's it. Nothing's going on? Okay. Sell a lot. There you go. There's your bad narrative. You want a good narrative? I know. If there's 10 million in the liquidity pool in the offer, add 10 million again. You'll 4x the price. Right? If you 2x the offer, you'll 4x the price. There you go. Bang. What's a good narrative? Okay, it'll just appear. We'll make one up. Oh, the market is valuing real DeFi. That's how it works. You know how it works. That's why they always say, don't watch the fundamentals all the time. You watch the chart. The chart moves first and then the fundamental story follows. So Hayden, he goes through and he explains many of these other, should we do this or should we do that? But you get to see, friends, he's also mentioning crypto Twitter is way too toxic. I mean, and this one grinds my gears because crypto Twitter is toxic. Habib, you are literally introducing a way for the government to strangle everyone in this industry with your KYC option. It's going to be the conduit. Do you think the government's just going to let these people run around? There's a KYC option. Because there's a KYC option, the government can easily say, you know what? If you don't comply, we're putting you all in jail. Because by not forcing KYC, you are allowing potential terrorists to roam free in this crypto land. So you're going to have to force KYC. That's what the government can do. They do that, man. The judges are rigged, friends. Everything is rigged. People don't even understand that. The governments, they put these laws in when no one's looking, when no one understands. But someone on our team is doing the dirty job for them. That's the thing that breaks my heart the most. It's like if you're a police officer trying to get crime out of a suburb or a community, and then you find out that you had some dirty cops who were placing illicit substances around. They were the ones doing it. You see that? Just flip it. We are the good guys here, the shields of blue, and you have someone on the inside. We're like, wait a minute, we thought you were a real DeFi. Nah, here's your KYC. It's rough. It's rough how this game's going to work out. But the best part is, guess what? This is all, it's great. You have to understand this, by the way. Friends, I get asked all the time, do I really need to understand it? Yeah, you do. You know why? Because who's gonna be selling these bottom? Who's going to be selling the bottom here, right? We're going to get a flipping. No, we're not. Who's going to be selling the bottom? Your friends. We're going to go up. Oh, no. Who's going to be selling the bottom again? Your friends. That's why. We go through these so that when they appear in the future, which they will, we are not shocked. We don't have anxiety. We're not depressed. We don't get sad. We don't get fear. We don't get panic, capitulation. We avoid that. So that's why I process all of this news. That's why there's a high demand. People want to know, how do you process this news? How do you just have balls of steel? I mean, it's easy. Just go take sleeping pills, come back in 4 years. But you can't do that. You got to live through this information day by day because there's so much competitive edges that may or may not appear with all these altcoins appearing, all these stories that may or may not appear, that we have a time delay between when the big wave comes in. You don't want to miss out on that, do you? Okay, so that option of like, okay, wait around for 5 years and do nothing, it's okay, but it's not the best. We can do better. We just got to make sure that when we process information, we realize it's not the end of the world. It would be the end, though, if you did not confirm our friendship. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all friends. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget, every single community goes through these. Ethereum is no different. Bitcoin is no different. They all go through it. All that matters is how early you are. Real DeFi, PulseChain, PulseX, Hex have 200,000 people or less. Ethereum probably has like 50 million people. Bitcoin has 219 million people. It's crazy. Think about it. Let's go. Catch you in the next one.